We are live. We are direct. I've had the pleasure of knowing Coach Mel for free. Yeah, she is the ultimate life architect, helping business owners to overcome their limiting beliefs, to scale their business, finding inner peace. You don't need more strategy. You need
Right.
more alignment. You
Oh, I
don't
love
need to
that.
do more busy work. You need to do more inner work. And Coach Mel walks through the inner game to help her clients find more productivity, fulfillment, passion in a world full of noise, helping people to navigate the space of AI. Coach Mel, speak to me, sister. Straight out of
Thank
California. Speak to me.
you. Yeah, right now to California. Originally, I'm from Seattle, but in California right now. So thank you for having me. It's so great to connect after all of these years and see your growth too, as we're both growing as coaches and doing our thing as business owners. But yeah, it really, like you just said, I love that. It's really about alignment. Like so many people are looking for how do I make the money? How do I do that? But how do you get in alignment with money first? How do you get in the mindset of passion? Because your passion equals abundance, and that's where it's at.
100%. Tell me, what if someone's looking to, they want to follow the trends?
I feel
They
like
want to
it's
follow the hot money. Hey, I want to pivot into AI. The money's there and stuff. Like,
yeah.
yeah, how do you help people with that
You can
alignment?
do any strategy that you want to run your business, but what you have to do is one, you have to create a strategy in what you believe in. You have to pop into the right niche market, and you have to be in the belief system that you can actually achieve it. That's it.
Okay. What tools do you use to help people with this?
If that's interesting, good question. So when I do a strategy with any new business owner or a business owner that's been in 20 plus years, we're going to look at what they're actually doing. And I can tell you the niche market is off. Too many people are trying to do too many things and expand into a big niche instead of like dumbing it down and really focusing on targeting the right niche market. The second thing is once you have that strategy in, what is stopping you from getting that strategy in place and actually having it come into fruition? So I'm also a trauma coach. So I look at the old storyline of your childhood conditioning about money, about love, about success, about self-worthiness, and whatever happened in that root storyline will pop up in your business and success today. So I really detach you from the old storylines and align you with a new storyline of success and abundance.
Wow, so good. So good to be speaking to
Thank you.
an actual coach who has embodied, not got the certificates, but has embodied, helped, served. Tell me about sales, selling. How do you sell? What does sales mean to you?
Well, sales to me is I don't look at the sale as the money. I never concentrate on the money. The money is set in stone. Like I already know if I serve people, this is the abundance I'm going to make. But I do set a target of what I want to do every single year. And I do have a consistent way of doing that, of how I show up. So showing up in sales is how are you keeping yourself accountable and how are you being consistent and are you putting the right things out that people are attracted to? As you get into the sales of really putting that out and someone grabbing onto it, like I like what she said, even if it's a post. And when you get on that call, it's really tapping into that deep storyline and giving that person the kind of the bigger picture of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So for sales, for me, is like a win for helping humanity in some way, and somebody is going to change somebody else's life because we're all connected. That's kind of how I look at it as a bigger picture. But sales to me is I get to help somebody that wants to build something greater, but I get to be part of that storyline. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. Do people say to you, Coach Mel, that they love your energy?
Yes, because I'm an energy coach too. Yes, I do. Even with my
Is,
posts.
is there anything, this amazing human being cannot do? Like, you're great with the business niche, you're great with the mindset, you're great with the energetics, trauma. Like, you're very well rounded.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I have challenges too, just like everybody else. But I
Yeah,
learned
cool.
how to really shift out of those challenges quickly, and I get quicker and quicker out of it because I feel when you have challenges, it opens your mindset to growing. So you have to sometimes have those challenges, but it's the way you shift through it. And, something that I always teach my clients too, that a lot of people don't tap in as business owners and business coaches, is the law of attraction and what you're attracting all the time by how you're feeling, where your energy is, where your mindset is, because you're really attracting everything 24/7, whether it's positive or negative. So, really learning how to shift that mindset into something that's going to attract something you want instead of something that you don't want.
Amazing. Let's look at the trinity of thoughts, feeling, and behavior.
Mhm.
What what is the catalyst to changing? Is it changing the feelings or changing the action by going for a run, or
Yeah.
in terms of changing your thoughts? Like, what's your thoughts about
Yeah.
what
I
I've laid out
feel
there? Yeah.
that's a good question. I feel what the challenge people have when it comes to the thoughts of positive or negative, they don't know what the root cause of it is. Nobody does.
Okay.
So that's kind
Okay.
of like my specialty of, so say for example, it's I can't get anyone to sell to. No one's buying my sales. Then my question to you is, well, how are you showing up with that intention? The tension is you can't have sales. So that has to manifest itself. So how do you switch that in? If I do something different for getting sales, that's also shifting my energy and mindset to a different result. But a lot of people go, I can't make money. It's too hard. I have to work hard for money. Well, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen if you truly believe it. But what if you change that storyline? So it's really shifting the storyline from it's not hard. It might be a little bit challenging, but what do we do in this challenging moment to make it something better? Does that make sense?
No, it does. Do you also speak on stages? Like, do you speak? Are you a public speaker or?
Not yet. I've had a lot of opportunities. I just haven't had time to do that, but I think that's like the next step for sure. Cause reach more people. Absolutely.
100%. No, it's just I think there's something quite engaging. I like the confidence on your voice. Like, yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
100%. Tell me about marketing, like leads. Like you spoke what
Yeah.
TikTok? Is it
Yeah.
Bumblebee? I think you
Yeah.
spoke to me
Yeah.
about Bumblebee a couple of
Bumble
years
Bee?
ago.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think people know that actually Bumble, which is a dating app, has a Bumble Biz side, and it's
Oh
only
wow.
business. Yeah, and so you literally will swipe the same on people, but I could tell you, I have landed some leads on Bumble Biz easily and just get on that call. I think for marketing is really important again. So, even on different platforms, on LinkedIn, I focus on business. If I'm on TikTok or Instagram, I'm more on life coaching. So I'm a business and life coach. So I serve two niches. But a lot of people, I'm going to tell you, when it comes to business, they're stuck in their personal life, and that has to do with the life coaching. So when I'm doing any marketing, it's specifically niche to who I want to target. And that's kind of like having your niche market really clear, right? If you don't really know who you serve and what problem you solve, your marketing is going to be off. So that is the thing you have to do first. Really know who you serve, what problem you solve, and who you want to serve. And then you do the marketing to that. And that's where AI actually helps you out too. Because if you have like a post about a video and say you use like ChatGPT or something like that, write me a post. You could definitely save time in doing that. And I've done that too with clients of like, I don't know what to write on this post. Well, a post needs what? The problem, the solution, and call to action. So I always say that's what you need to focus on, especially when you're talking at the same time. But you also need to know if you're marketing in those specific apps, you have to know how they're actually working to get into the algorithm as well. Does that make so you have to like know because LinkedIn is going to be different than Instagram. Instagram's different than TikTok. It's all different. But if you start just practicing and consistently showing up, you'll get, I have 46,000 followers on TikTok that I just got in like a couple years. So that's how really I'm getting my life coaching clients is just really showing up every single day. But it's just consistency too of getting your message out there for people.
Okay, that bit. I like the way you broke down problem, solution, call to action.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And what I'm
Yeah.
finding is if I write a post myself, then what I
Uh-huh.
use AI to do is to polish it, is to
Yeah,
kind of
that
refine.
exactly, exactly, yes, but there are some new business owners that just don't know how. So I always say that AI shouldn't be your tell all be all, you need to use that. You need to sound like it's coming from you authentically. So what you could do, I do is I do a draft post and I go, okay, then I plug it into AI, go, this is what I want to go viral, put it that way. And sometimes even when I get the result, I have to change some words because I'm like, that doesn't sound
Yeah,
like it's from Coach
that
Mel. That
doesn't
sounds like
sound
a
like
bot.
me. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes,
So it's
yes,
using the thing as a sparring partner, and
absolutely.
using the thing
Yes,
as your assistant
yes,
rather than just saying, "Oh, let me," because you can tell, can't you? Like when a
yes.
post is like it's 100% AI,
Yes,
it
you
just
can because it writes it a certain way too. Yep.
too many emojis, too many
Yeah.
dashes. Yeah, and so I think it's kind of finding that balance. So, have you actually got clients from Bumble Biz? You signed clients
Yeah,
from?
I wanna say I probably have, like I don't use it all the time, like, if I'm traveling to California, there's more people than Seattle area that are really, like, act because 'cause I'm like at the end of the day, I wanna shift also to, helping actors, and I might be getting my first actor client soon, and then, doing athletes. So, I'm really shifting into different modalities as I grow, I wanna be in those different niches. But I think for me, I think I've signed maybe like at least 6 clients from Bumble Biz.
Okay.
High
Yeah.
ticket.
Yeah. Would that work? So say I'm in the UK, for example, like,
Yeah.
could I connect with people in the States? Like,
It would depend well, what
would that?
happens like, think if you did a premium on Bumble, you might be able to do that. I don't pay for Bumble to sell leads. I don't do any of that stuff. I just say whoever is in and again, law of attraction, if there's somebody on Bumble Biz and they need to see me, align
Fair
us.
enough.
You see what I
Amazing.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is so funny, it's the same thing. I was like on 11/11, which is a big manifestation portal. I said, "I wanna get on a couple podcasts on 11/11." And then you contact me on Thanksgiving. And I also said I wanted to be in a mastermind because I was thinking about starting my own mastermind for business owners once a month. And on that weekend, a lady that had a podcast for earlier in the year says, "I want to invite you for a monthly mastermind." Do you see how law of attraction works? I was like, "Oh, okay." And so I just show up and I go, "Yes." So, yeah, so it's all about like for me it's all about just like I'm just open to receiving whatever resources come my way. I'm just open all the time.
Wow. Powerful.
Yeah.
Definitely powerful. In terms of your work with clients, is it 90% energetics? So is it like 50% energetics, 30% mindset, 20 strategy? So in those three areas, what's the balance in terms of energetics,
Yeah.
mindset, and strategy?
Well, I feel like that's all encompassed in one, like, mindset and energy is the same thing, okay? Because your energy is from whatever's happening inside, but what I do when I work with any business owners, first, I work on strategy and mindset. Then I
Okay.
work on what accountability steps can we put in place to make your business go where it needs to go, and then I work backwards. Let's get out of our way of actually making this happen, but as you work on being open and getting clarity and being more positive, people will sign clients after one session, and I
Hmm.
don't even get into the trauma part of it because now they're really opening themselves, and I do some energy work as far as breath work, and I give this to multi-business owners. How you start your day will manifest your day. So I have people really calming their mindset of receiving, and I can tell you, I had a lady who booked a $10,000 client just after our first hour session, within an
Wow.
hour. Yeah, it
Wow.
happens that fast, yeah.
Leadership. What does leadership mean to you? And how
Leadership,
does that, yeah, how does
yeah,
that show? Yeah,
yeah.
leadership.
Yeah, leadership is taking that accountability for leading your business. And also, when I coach leaders that aren't leaders, it's like, how are you showing up for your business and how are you allowing people to show up for you?
Hmm.
Yeah, so really giving them that's accountability of really the steps of here's how I show up for me and what do I need to do consistently because leaders are the ones that are going to be the ones that, get the sales. Leaders are the ones that are going to show up for themselves. So and then the followers are the ones that just follow the trends.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm interested in your process.
Mhm.
Someone comes to you, they want to scale their business from 15K to 50K, for example. What would the three-step process be that, okay, we're going to do these three or four
Yeah.
pillars
Yeah.
to maybe get someone to that result?
Yeah. Is the first is strategy, like I talked about, but that's getting all the ideas out of their head because everyone's going like this 1,000 ways a minute and they have so many ideas, but they're 70% thinking and 30% doing. So getting everything out of the mindset, any ideas. Then it's creating the strategy of accountability. What do we need to start doing to make this happen? So filling that gap of what's not happening. Then we work on that consistency, where your niche is, where your market is, like all the numbers. Even a lot of people don't even price their things right because they're pricing it off of the fear of having money. So working on that money mindset, but then we work on the trauma. But we tweak as we go. So what I do is when I'm starting the ideas, there's a lot of things that come up when you talk about strategy and how you want to show up. So we're really just tweaking through the process, but we're following like an outline of strategy, accountability, mindset, and then working on the trauma. That's how we do it. And then
Okay,
part
in
of that
that order.
strategy,
In that
yeah.
order?
What's that?
In that order? Just like
In that
in that
order,
se
but no, well, not necessarily because I feel everyone is different. So I customize a program and then I tweak it wherever that person is because I can't just like say, you're going to be the same as my other client. Some people need to like, I need to work more on this belief system, right? But I can tell you, once you really get your fundamental strategy down, and it's called scripting to me, is how I do it. It's like, what do you want to be? What do you want to create? How much money do you want to make? What's your niche market? And then you work on the fundamentals of niche market. What do you want to price? What do you want to build as a program? All of that. And then as that's all that strategy. And then how you do your marketing. We work on the marketing, how you want to show up, who do you want to work with, and then we work on the trauma of not getting it.
Wow. Yeah. Solid. Absolutely so solid. Um, what types of results do you get for your people? Like, yeah, give us, yeah.
Amazing results. I mean, I worked with someone who was doing podcasts and she came to me. She goes, "I am spending money out of my pocket." She has a team. She was making $50,000 a month and she wanted to make 80, 90. And we rebuilt her team. We worked on her strategy. We worked on her mindset, the clients that she wanted to track. And she went from $50,000 to 90K in 6 weeks, a
Basically, yeah.
month. Do you see what I
Wow.
mean?
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was that belief system, right? Because she feared money, so money was running from her, and I said, "Let's not fear the money, let's focus on the passion of helping people with podcasts." And then that's what she did, and she's just going and going, going. So those are the results that you can get once you switch the strategy and the mindset and the belief system. You just start to really attract. But I always say law of attraction is like a surprise. People go, "It has to be a certain way." I go, "You can't be like that when you're attracting something." So when my clients actually get their first client, it's like, it's so weird. I was talking to somebody who referred me to somebody, and then I signed a client. Do you see what I mean? It's like that. So that's how beautiful it comes in. It's a way of surprise. But yeah, I love it. I mean, I love seeing my clients manifest. Yeah.
Amazing. What a great conversation this has been. Yeah, I'm happy to refer people your way. I think,
Thank
yeah,
you.
in terms of what you do, I think is great stuff. Let me know who you're looking for in terms of people to connect with and how they can get in contact with you, Coach Mel.
Yeah. So you can Soul Vibe and Energy High is where you can find me on my website. You can also find me on LinkedIn with Melissa Akob, or you can find me on Instagram at Soul Vibe underscore Energy High. But what I'm looking for is really people who are feeling stuck. They're just like, I'm really trying everything. I've been to business courses and I know the fundamentals of operations, but I just can't get out of my head. That's where we're going to help you shift, but really align you with that strategy.
Perfect. And I think, especially in this day and age, I think people need that clarity more than anything else.
Yes, yes, yes. Because they might have the clarity at first and say they go to a business course and they're just like, "Yeah, I'm doing great." What happens when you're not doing great? That is gonna be where you're gonna have your blocks, and that's where we need to make sure you're still moving forward into success.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Coach Mel. You're from the
You're welcome.
Philippines originally, or am I?
No, I'm not.
Whoa!
I'm a
Where do I get that from? Oh my God. Where did I get from?
parents are both Filipino. My dad actually
Okay.
is half European, but I was
Okay.
born and raised in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, no, of course, of course, of course, of course, yeah. Um, Great to connect.
Thank you.
What a session. And love your energy, love the energetics. Thank you for your time and definitely we'll
Yeah.
catch up soon.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thanks for having me.
Amazing. Whoa, that is